For me, in my own personal walk, I found religion to be divisive, especially Christianity.
Mm. It don't get no more real than that.
Really, that
In my
good. Yeah,
opinion, I mean,
that's
it made a lot of sense to me.
well. Basically, man, one of the things that I learned in prison was that man, oh man, we got some things that black people hold on to a lot of times that sometimes we can outgrow. Now you got to understand, we were slaves in this country, so we ain't always have it figured out as slaves. There's some things that have been passed down from slavery that we inherited when we got in this country that could considered to be harmful now that we have, considerable amount of education. I tell people all the time, there's no better time ever to been black than today, because today we ain't quite as bad as we have been for 500 years. So one of those things is diet, homie. One of those things is diet. Like, I understand that y'all ate chitlins. The shit, it is what it is.
Yeah.
We all know what chitlins is. I don't have to go into a long situation about chitlins. But now that we know what chitlins is, we don't have to eat it no more. We're not necessarily slaves no more. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I feel like there are a few things that are part of our cultural experience that some of us have gone away from. One of those things is religion. So with religion, black men in particular, you know, chose some different routes. That's why you got the entire Nation of Islam, and everybody Louis Farrakhan and all of them, because they just they had to speak English because that's the language that they gave us, but then they
Right.
chose to go a different route with religion.
Right. Right.
And the Christians looked at kind of them like they was crazy, but ultimately,
I'm
man,
listening.
I feel like that I was being funny in the video, basically saying like, "Nigga, don't say grace. I done cooked all this food. I done bought all this food. You over here thanking the ghost? Thank me."
Yeah. Yeah. I cooked it.
Because that's just the type of person I am. Because you know, I, we had the freedom now to research and do our own research. And for me, in my own personal walk, I found religion to be divisive, especially Christianity.
Mm.
As an adult, I had to, okay. So let's say you had amnesia. Let's say that you doing your thing. Fucking Lord forbid you hit your head on the bar at the gym.
Oh man.
You can't think for a week, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
know shit. So you wake up a week later, and you got most of your wits, but you forgot everything about religion. So they say, man, we gotta pick you one. I say, well, tell me about them. Tell me about what did they do? Who's what? So they tell you about all the religions. They tell you about the history. They get to Christianity. They say, well, what did the Christians do? Oh, well, the Christians, they started a 1,000-year war with the Muslims, and then they went on and they killed all the Indians, and then they enslaved the Africans, and they was burning witches and burning the women and calling them witches. And then they burning crosses in the yard, and they was the Ku Klux Klan. Then they went to Hiroshima and dropped the atom bomb and killed 300,000 people, and then went to Nagasaki and killed another 100-some thousand people. And they currently go take your oil and blow your country up and send a drone strike over there to you and all that. I said, well, man, that sound like some bad dudes, huh? I said, who are those cats? You talking about all the white cats? They Christian? Yeah. So I said, what about the black folks? Well, God is omnipotent. He loves all people. I said, well, he can't love black people because, niggas have never benefited from Christianity. The white man's prayers have been answered by their God. He gave them nuclear warheads. He gave them satellites. He gave them airplanes, warcraft carriers, all that fly shit. No African nation has it. But what
Wow.
they will do is send some little white women, some little missionaries to your country that speak English and tell you, listen, you're a savage. Okay? You need this English and you need this Jesus, so you cannot be a savage. Now that you got Jesus, we're gonna take your diamonds, here goes some AIDS and some back. I mean, like, damn.
Wow.
I mean, that's what I see, because you look at the richest wealth in the world, it's in the continent of Africa, but none of the African people benefit from it. It's the people that believe in Jesus and worship Jesus is the ones that benefit. Now, but also there are people with no religion. So then I say, well, okay, I ain't messing with Christians. They do way too much. They over here killing people and chopping heads off Indians and all that stuff. I ain't messing with them. Take me somewhere else.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said, and I heard you say that they dropped a bomb and killed a whole bunch of 100,000 people. Where was that at? Japan? Well, what are they? They can't possibly believe in God. Because if 300,000 people get vaporized right where I live at, fuck, that shit is
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
work.
It's a wrap, right?
They're Shinto people. That's not a religion. It's more of a way of life, like Buddhism. It's not a deity-based religion of monotheism that has one God and it's a crime and punishment system. It's more of a spirituality-based religion that'll help you cope with being here in the world. So when I started learning about those other religions, when I started learning that, oh, Native Americans, oh, they had something going on. Oh, Africans, they had something going on. It's 2-3 billion Asian people. They don't worship Jesus? What? They not here. Their God don't look like a white man. Asian God look like an Asian man, even though it's not a God. But Buddha,
no, I understand what you're saying.
The representation of
him. No, I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
The Indian man, all they got, go look at a totem pole. All them little niggas on the totem pole look like Native American people. So you can go to the Aborigine Australians, people running around in New Guinea with no clothes on. But whatever their deity, it represented them. When you look at the Mayans and the Incas, if you go look at their temples, look like them. If you go look at the Egyptians, the Egyptians.
Wow.
Yeah, everywhere you go, everybody God look like them except for niggas.
Yeah, Santa Claus, white.
Yeah.
Jesus,
so we the
white.
only ones that don't worship a deity that look like us. We don't even have our own God. You see what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, so it's hard for me. We got to get over this mentality that there's some savior out here or kiss the white man in his face and tell him, thank you for bringing me to America and saving my soul, because if it wouldn't have been for you, I was going to burn in the hellfire. Thank you for your Jesus. You got to make up your mind. It's one or the other.
Wow. And it is. And I just had this conversation. But go ahead.
Yeah, so for me, that was a joke, basically saying I don't choose to believe in things that are divisive. People say, well, how could you not believe in Jesus? Because it's been too much bloodshed. I choose not to participate. If it was a fraternity, you wouldn't join it. If the leaders of your fraternity was fucking children for the past 100 years, would you be a Kappa?
No.
Right. So what the fuck why are we Christian then? But black people seem to think that they are a better Christian than the white Christians somehow. I don't know. You talk to niggas and they be like, oh, no, that's them. Oh, that was them. The people that stormed the White House were Christian. Were they not?
Yeah, I'm listening. I hear you.
Conservative, white, Southern Christian people, Republicans. So, I'm not coming for them. I don't care what they do over the White House. I don't lead it. But I'm just saying that I choose, when I die, I don't want to be with my captor. Okay? So if there's an afterlife, I ain't trying to be up in there with all them slave masters and all them white folks. And all, because there's gonna be some nigga shit going on. I'm trying to tell you, we're gonna be second reign in the afterlife. We're gonna be second class and 3/5 of a man now. You be 3/5 of an angel.